Sowore knocks Buratai over call for another nationwide lockdown. Good day, my dear listeners. Thanks for joining. I bring to you another interesting news coming from Sowore as it knocks Buratai over call for another nationwide lockdown. Moving on to the full details. Kindly please ensure you like, subscribe to this channel and share. Human rights activist Omoyele Sowore slammed Yusuf Tuko Buratai, former chief of army staff, over his recent call for another lockdown in the country. Daily Post report that Buratai had during an interview on channel stressed the need for a nationwide lockdown as a strategy to decisively tackle banditry, terrorism, kidnapping and other criminal activities in the country. Reacting, Sowore, in a post on Facebook, countered the call, stating that Buratai's only achievement during the 2020 COVID-19 lockdown was the bloody EndSARS massacre. Sowore also knocked Chief of Defense Staff Christopher Musa over his recent comment on self-defense amid the ravaging security crisis. He wrote, "Today, this same man is shamelessly calling for another COVID-style lockdown, while the current Chief of Defense Staff, Christopher Musa, absurdly proposes kung fu self-defense as a solution to the insecurity." This is the caliber of airheads who have ruined Nigeria. Men who respond to real crisis with outright nonsense. My dear listeners, now I've come to the end of our today's news. Yes, I'm moving down to the comment section. Moving on to the comment section. But yes, before I move down to the comment section, let me start from the statement that said the Chief of Defense Staff said Nigerians should arm themselves with self-defense like taekwondo, judo, and all that. The question is, as it becomes that worst, that Nigeria needs to go and prepare in learning boxing, swimming, driving, because that was how he stated it when I read the news. If the Nigerian army, the millions or thousands of Nigerian armies they are recruiting every year, cannot defend the country in any of these parts of the country that insurgency is order of the day, then tell us, what is the purpose of the Nigerian army in the country? We have many security agencies. Civil defense is there, police are there, a lot of them DSS. But we're still under insecurity. Let's move down to comment section. The first comment here says, "I don't know what all these security chiefs are talking about. Buratai was given everything to fight terrorists, but instead our soldiers were being ambushed and killed on daily basis. You were given $1 billion to buy weapons, but insecurity got worse. Repentant Boko Haram were being recruited into the Nigerian army. You were the number one failure thereafter. Don't criticize." Exactly, that is the point. When Boko Haram are being rehabilitated into the society, they were being recruited into the Nigerian army. Tell me, they said a soldier will always be a soldier, then a thief will always be a thief. How sure are we that they have a change in mind? Now, definitely when the Nigerian army are being ambushed in the forest, we keep saying they are not strategized enough. Why not knowing that it is those that were being rehabilitated back into the society are the ones giving others information? Another comment here says, if the lockdown would reduce or solve the problem, so be it. Sowore is an activist, not a security man. A comment here says, did you know that 65% of big hotels in Nigeria are owned by Nigerian generals? Do your investigations and you will be amazed that most big hotels in Lagos Abuja, Kaduna, Kano, Port Harcourt belongs to generals. These guys like this kidnapping, banditry and terrorism to continue. A comment here says Buratai is now talking because Buhari has shielded him from a form of investigation by making him Nigerian's ambassador to Benin Republic after his wasteful tenure as chief of army staff. Well, who, no one is going to blame them. They are in power, and that's the reason why they are acting this way. Another commenter says, I think you should make your own decision, make your own suggestions to solve the issues without insulting others, which has become your trademark. A commenter says, I think this brother was in government. What did he achieve in his days? Or is looking for relevancy? A commenter says, nothing makes sense where you are except you become president. Talkative, what have you achieved in your life apart from criticism? General Buratai is never your mate. Here is another person criticizing Sowore for speaking out the truth. A commenter says Buratai can instigate any form of lockdown in the country anymore. Buratai can't instigate any form of lockdown in the country anymore. He can't even use anyone to achieve his aim because no one will listen to him. The last comment here says, when is then everything goes? When is another person occupies the street? This is a man that was not doing anything to let men during his tenure. Hear him. Buratai should answer for the homicide in Abia State and Oyo State. My dear listeners, now have come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section and let's know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.